KPBS On Demand is supported by Splatero, helping homeowners pay off debt by offering streamlined access to your home's equity with no additional monthly payments or new debt. Splatero provides a lump sum payment in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Pre-qualification is available at splatero.com.
Good morning. I'm Annika Colbert. It's Wednesday, February 16th, a new port of entry sooner than planned. More on that next, but first, let's do the headlines. Vaccinated San Diegans now have a choice about wearing masks in most places. Starting today, if you're vaccinated, you'll no longer be required to wear a mask indoors. Instead, it'll just be recommended. But the change from required to recommended is too soon, says infectious disease specialist Dr. Christian Ramers.
As somebody that's been really on the front lines and still seeing many people with COVID, I feel like it's just a little bit premature.
Masks are still required for those who are unvaccinated, and everyone has to wear a mask on public transit, at healthcare facilities, and in schools. San Diego County public health officials reported 1,072 new COVID-19 cases on Tuesday and 17 additional deaths. A 9-mile northbound carpool lane is now open on the I-5 from Solana Beach to Palomar Airport Road in Carlsbad. The southbound lane over the same stretch will open in a couple of weeks. Here's Encinitas Mayor Catherine Blakespear.
So that 9 miles will allow people to travel between here and there in a carpool lane that will reduce congestion and reduce emissions and incentivize driving together.
Gas prices in San Diego are nearing the all-time record high set a decade ago. As of Tuesday, the average price of a gallon of regular was $4.71. That's just 1 cent shy of the record set in October of 2012. The average is also nearly 9 cents higher than a month ago and more than $1 higher than 1 year ago. From KPBS, you're listening to San Diego News Now. Stay with me for more of the local news you need.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Latino Legacy Foundation, presenting their Storyteller series, Reach for the Stars with Ellen Ochoa, the first Latina astronaut. Welcome Serenade by the all-female mariachi Amapolas, Sunday, June 29th. More at latinolegacyfoundation.org.
Officials from the U.S. and Mexico say a new border crossing at Otay Mesa East might be finished ahead of schedule. KPBS border reporter Gustavo Solis says the new crossing is expected to reduce border wait times and boost economic activity in the region.
California's Lieutenant Governor Eleni Kalinakis said during a briefing Monday afternoon that Mexico has secured most of the public right-of-way for their share of the new border crossing.
This is obviously very important and is proceeding with the design and construction on the Mexico side of the border. As you can see, it has started on our side already.
The U.S. has already secured the land, approved the designs, and began construction on its side of the border crossing. And even though Mexico has yet to start construction or finalize design plans, officials say the project could be completed slightly ahead of their 2024 schedule. Also at the briefing was Congressman Juan Vargas, who represents the border region. He says he's excited about the potential of the new crossing, but worries about low staffing, which is the main driver of long wait times. He doesn't want to build a multi-million-dollar facility only to have lanes closed because there aren't enough customs agents to fill them.
What we don't want to happen is we don't want staffing to come from San Ysidro and Otay Mesa and be brought here, because then we'll have the problem there. In fact, they need quite a bit more of staffing.
Vargas is asking Congress to allocate more money to hire additional Customs and Border Protection staff. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.
A pilot program created by the San Diego County Board of Supervisors could provide older adults at immediate risk of homelessness with a $300 rental subsidy. The program was developed based on research from the Serving Seniors Homelessness Needs Assessment Report. Paul Downey is the president and CEO of Serving Seniors. He says for some older San Diegans, $300 can mean the difference between paying the rent and homelessness.
Anecdotally, we're seeing more folks that are on the streets. Many of our clients are just on that cusp, that it's just a little nudge and they fall into homelessness.
He adds that serving seniors didn't focus on the mentally ill and chronically homeless, but instead just on the older folks who are living on a fixed income. To hear the full interview, check out the Midday Edition podcast. There's new support for the California ballot measure to save the arts in public schools. A local theater company has joined the statewide effort to collect 1 million signatures. KPBS education reporter MG Perez has more.
Californians for Arts and Music Education in public schools are proposing the measure to guarantee $800 million of the state's education budget every year be distributed to all public schools, with no loopholes to divert the funding from arts education. They need 1 million signatures by May, and the historic Star Theater Company in Oceanside is the first to join the campaign. Theatergoers are invited to see a show and sign a petition. David Schulz is the artistic director who considers it an investment in the next generation of artists.
If they're getting in-school arts programs, and they can get involved at the Star Theater after school during the summer, on weekends, and then they can really hone that craft and take it to another level.
Ballot organizers are looking for other theaters to collect signatures too. MG Perez, KPBS News.
While San Diego Unified is in the middle of Black History Month celebrations at campuses across the district, a new curriculum is being developed to prepare students for the upcoming Ethnic Studies graduation requirement. The freshman class of 2024 will be required to take at least one Ethnic Studies course to graduate. The intention is to incorporate the study of diverse cultures in subjects like math and science, not just history. Wendy Rankber is one of the district's experts leading the change.
It is not to shame or blame anyone. It is to build community, to build connection, and to get our students knowledgeable about their own history and the history of those that they share this planet with.
San Diego Unified is way ahead of the State Department of Education, which will not require an ethnic studies course for graduation until 2030. Coming up, after a 2-year pandemic break, Black Comix Day returns to San Diego this weekend at the Worldbeat Cultural Center. We'll have that story next, just after the break.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Marrokal Design and Remodeling, helping homeowners with their home remodeling needs. From ADUs to kitchen remodels, room additions, and custom homes, Marrokal Design and Remodeling can help homeowners design and build their dream homes. More at trustyourhometous.com.
Black Comix Day launched in 2018 just as Marvel's Black Panther hit the theaters. The free mini convention returns to the Worldbeat Cultural Center this weekend after taking a break due to the pandemic. KPBS arts reporter Beth Accomando has this preview of Black Comix Day Heroes Rise 4.
Wakanda forever!
Marvel's Black Panther gave mainstream audiences a black superhero they could celebrate. Keith and Jones used that film as a jumping-off point to launch Black Comix Day back in 2018.
You see all these big comic book movies, but you don't really see the folks who created these characters. You don't see what's going on behind the scenes. And this show kind of uncovers that a little bit.
It also uncovers the breathtaking diversity of characters beyond Black Panther. That Marvel superhero was created by 2 white men, and Black Comix Day highlights the work of Black comics creators.
And the fact that it's a Black-focused event makes it even more special for people who are able to see themselves not only in the work, but in the creative force behind it.
I think that Keithan is my superhero.
Makita Cheatham is the founder and executive director of Worldbeat Cultural Center.
To see all the Black comics and the people that are interested in this genre, it's important to our people and all people, and how we tell the story.
Jones says Worldbeat Cultural Center, with its Afrocentric focus, once again provides the perfect setting for the event.
This being Black History Month, Black Comics Day is more of a focus on specifically Black creators, where you can meet, greet, interact with them, see the stuff they've been producing over the years.
Creators like Rodney Anderson Jr.
For Black children to see that they don't just have to be consumers of this content, they can be creators as well. And seeing Black creatives in one space, seeing so many under one roof, helps to drive that point home.
And it's about more than just providing young people with characters who look like them, says LaWanna Richmond.
It creates all kinds of possibilities in their mind, not just in the realm of comics, but just in life in general.
Richmond will be on 2 panels at the convention. One called Empowered addresses the challenges of being a Black creator.
Unfortunately, when you're a creative, a lot of times your family wants you to get a real job.
But Jones wants kids, as well as adults, to see that a real job can also be your dream job. That's why he has people like Jason Reeves on the panel.
He's actually started a distribution company, a Black-owned distribution company, to help Black creators get their books out into stores.
Because creating a comic is hard work, says Anderson.
I want people to understand it is not easy at all. The long hours required to complete that work, especially if you're working 1, 2, 3 other jobs, can be tough stealing time for this passion project.
His passion project is a comic called Trinity Blade.
You have a story in your heart and you want to tell it, do it. Don't hesitate. Put pencil to paper, be a writer, be an artist, whatever you can do, you can create that story that you imagine you can create.
Jones is proof of that. He runs Kid Comics, freelances as an artist, and is the creator of the Power Nights. Yet he still finds time to organize Black Comics Day because he's passionate about showcasing the smorgasbord of content currently coming from Black creators.
Everything you would see that you would see in your local comic book shop, it's also here. It just so happens to be created by Black creators. You know, that's really the only difference, and it's from their point of view, which is what I think where the uniqueness of it comes.
That's what makes Black Comics Day a cultural experience rather than just a comic book convention.
You're coming here to experience something outside of what your own culture. Even if you are Black, it's outside of what you've been previously taught or been previously exposed to. So just on that alone, I think it's worthwhile to come to the show and just have a different experience, to have an educational experience, and also have fun and be entertained.
And discover that superheroes exist not only on the pages of comics and on the big screen, but also behind artist tables at Black Comics Day. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
Black Comics Day takes place this Saturday and Sunday at the Worldbeat Cultural Center in Balboa Park. It's free and suitable for all ages. That's it for the podcast today. As always, you can find more San Diego news online at kpbs.org. I'm Annika Colbert. Thanks for listening and have a great day.
KPBS On Demand is supported by the San Diego County Toyota dealers, presenting a new 2025 Tundra designed to combine performance and comfort with up to 437 horsepower and 10-speed automatic transmission. See your Toyota dealer. The San Diego County Toyota dealers. We make it easy.